What up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am your host, A.D. Walker, the Pucha de Glory Motivator. We appreciate you guys for being here, being a part of all that we do. I thank you for always sharing, always caring. Um, Real talk. Don't take it for granted. Lisa, thank you for sharing as well, and blessings to you. It is Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It's money making Monday, making moves Monday, or as ET would say, thank God it's Monday. So I appreciate you guys had a had a good weekend. Had a good weekend. Hanging with the fam as always, the fam bam, and it was really good. I know sharing. So today, want to have a conversation about building strong friendships. Building strong friendships. Um, and it's funny, right? Building strong friendships. It, you know, definitions and defining friends and things of that nature has has always baffled me and challenged me. Um, but before we get into that, know that let's keep prayer up for Pastor Brian A. McCrory Sr. Of course, still connected. He's just I'm gonna say he's under the weather, and he's been down for a little bit. So let's just lift him up in prayer. And I tell you, just so you can pray for him, know that he's still he connects. I mean, we talk about the show, but he's just getting his strength back, and we'll definitely get into um, some of the challenges later when he has an opportunity to come back on. So just lift him up in prayer. Um, so ETA back, we'll see soon. Just continuously pray for him. Just needs to rest up, and that's what he's doing. And he's resting, because I made him. Well, at least not to be on here, because we push, we push, um, and it's crazy sometimes. We push too much as men. Sometimes we push way too much, and we need to give our bodies a break, our minds a break. We need to rest. Resting is very very important. And also, seeing a doctor when you feel like something is wrong. I can see his face. I don't know why. It's just escaped my mind. I'm like, gosh, I hate this an older thing or whatever. Stuff has always escaped my mind. So I don't even think it's an old thing. It's just a me thing. But Pastor John Gray, you know, yes, appreciate you, Lisa. Hey, Mama Corey. Um, so Pastor John Gray is like in a hard state as well. Regardless of how you feel about him, we always lift everyone up in prayer. Um, and and from reports, he felt something was wrong, but he just wasn't stopping. Our lives get sometimes way too busy, way too inundated to um, take a moment, and it's still your fault because you feel it. Like, you're walking, you feel that pain in your leg. You wake up, you feel that that weird chest pain that just is not going away. Yeah, Pastor John Gray. Yeah, and in times, we just gotta take a moment, and Pastor's doing that, which is amazing. He's not trying to push it, so shout out to him, and make sure we continuously pray for him, Pastor John Gray, and those that may be going through with their body and challenging with COVID and things of that nature. Good morning, Aunt Pat. Good morning. So again, make sure you share. We're talking about building strong friendships. We're gonna dig into this a little differently, right? And I'm probably gonna alienate myself from other folks again, because But we're gonna speak truth about friendships and things of that nature and what that really, really, really means to have a friendship and to be friends with somebody. And you know, I thought it was me, but as adults, you know, you don't really connect with as many people. If you have a friendship that turns sour, you tend to block everybody off because you don't want to take the risk of sharing your heart again. And those are some of the challenges. So let me kick this intro off, and we're gonna dig into this conversation about building strong friendships. And there, there we go, right on time. And how a friend should just be a friend. I'm gonna get into that, but a friend should just be a friend. If we're gonna categorize them as a friend, then they should just be a friend. All right. So let's kick this off. Get my brother like no other, Mr. Kaneem, in the building, and we'll be right back after this quick break. Listen, you got about 10 seconds. Facebook, boom, share. YouTube, boom, share. And let everybody know, tag somebody. Get somebody in this conversation. We're going to have a great, great conversation. All right? We'll be right back.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
What up, Kadeem? Okay. He was good. He was moving. And then he froze. And I did that good. Slid that in there. All right, we're gonna wait till he might have got a phone call because I think he may be on his phone. But so today we're talking about, and all my podcast people, good morning or good evening or good afternoon, whenever you may be listening to this. Today we're talking about building. Okay, are we moving? Let me know. Throw a thumbs up. You good? Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. The struggle is real. Oh, all right, there you
go.
Yeah.
What's going on, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You're
looking.
I
Okay,
wasn't sure if it was my connection or what, but it's moving slow. Or you choppy or something.
You look a little choppy today. And let me know, guys, if he's choppy. If
right
not,
there.
it could be just me. So today we're talking about building strong friendships, right? And we've delved into this friendship topic before. But today I kind of want to discuss, what does it really mean to have a friend, right? And of course, when you're young, you seemingly make friends with a lot of people. I didn't grow up an only child. My brother was 10 years older. So pretty much I rock by myself a lot of places other than being younger, tagging along and annoying him. Our span of time was so long that we didn't really hang out like that. And so I was alone in a lot of places. So I learned to make friends. What up, Keita? Good morning. I learned to try to make friends on the spot for the most part. Like if you go to a public pool, they're playing the game, you try to jump in, they're playing Marco Polo, you start hollering out Polo just to jump in the game, playing tag, and then you start, oh, you trying to get me? Like, I don't even know you, but I guess I'm gonna chase you now. Listen, all of my tactics that I found to make some temporary friends, at least in certain spaces. But I realized, like, I know we've talked about having friends, and there are friends that you don't talk to on a regular, and then even 6 months later you talk, it's like no time has passed. You just kick it, kind of pick up where you left off in a sense, or whatever it is going on, or whatever prompted the call. There are those. But when it comes to categorizing a friend, right? And I'll say this revelation kind of shaped today after a conversation with someone. But when you're really with a friend, right, Kaneem, should you be super authentic, like willing to just share what's happening with you without thought. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's pressing,
Up
it's
to
on
a
my
certain
mind.
extent.
Okay,
Up to
okay.
a certain extent.
So what is your certain extent?
I mean, there's certain stuff that I talk with my wife that I never talk to my friends, my best friends about. You know what I'm saying? So,
Like not what it is, but like what's the category? I'll say it that way. You know, like can you share the category? You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'll give you an example. So if it's health, you just say like health. Like I wouldn't share.
no, I share health. Yeah, I share health.
Finance. If it gets real, no.
Yeah, I would up to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't in it by myself no more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my wife might not want me to share as transparently as I want to. So I got to put her thoughts and opinions and put value on them before I be like, oh man, I just my wife, she spent $500 on this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean
would my wife really want me to? Because if it get back to it, because I don't know, even though it's my best friend, he may be friends with my wife, and he may tell my wife
man.
like, "What's the name told me that you spent?" It just, but if I never say nothing to him,
so there's that fear of things coming back. There's always that fear in the back of your mind that things may come back.
If me and the missus is on the same page, I'm gonna be very transparent. If the missus say, I'm a little reserved about that topic, and then it ain't gonna come out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting her opinions and her wants about my friendships first.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I think
but I can build a strong friendship and I can be transparent about certain things about myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's involving us as a married couple, I would definitely want to, get, like I said, it's to a certain extent, man. I mean, it depends on the topic and the situation and who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like certain folks that I'm not going, certain folks I will.
I got you. Cause so my thing is, right? And let me just put out a side note. This revelation just kind of came to me today. As far as friendships, I've probably not been the closest, best, friend to a lot of people. And not saying I've done people wrong. I've never really just had a consistent connection. Since Brothers of Legacy and all the folks at Purposeful Forever, this has been my most consistent connection. Like literally, Brothers of Legacy helps me because, hey, I got the show, Kaneem, hey, come on. And we talk after, and we have, other conversation and things going on, and I generally care. And I want, with the question I asked him off camera, like, I'm serious about, like, hey, how's that going? Boom, boom, boom. How can I help? Even I don't have the financial or acronym, and maybe something you may say, oh, I know somebody. Oh, you should do this little thing, but, so this is like, it takes a little work. Like some people, I guess, is natural. It just takes me being conscious. It takes a little work. And my wife holds me to the fire too. She's like, hey, have you reached out to such and such in a while? Have you reached out to, I was like, you know what? I haven't. Let me see how they doing. Just to, hey, what's up? But when it comes to friendships, right? And I hear what you're saying about the transparency aspect, especially marriage. I think for me, I say for my marriage, my wife, just when it comes to most things, if it gets back to her, she just wants to hear it from me first, if that makes sense. Like if even some harebrained ideas, some scheme, just something, she's like, why am I getting it secondhand? If someone mentions like, Kadeem, like if we're in a group, Kadeem, and you're like, hey, did you start that lawn business? And she'd be looking like, what lawn business? I put no money in. I've done minor research, but it's just she didn't know that I was seriously thinking about, like, or just considering. Yeah,
my wife the same way. My wife the same way.
We're just chopping it up, and I just bust out
that's
with
again sharing.
Right. So it's those things that can become an issue. But as far as like if Sam spent, a bit of our budget, it's like that we didn't really have, I would vent to you like, man, I'm stressed because this wonderful queen of mine, like a venting session, I believe if you're really my friend, I should be allowed to vent. Now, I'll say the only caveat, of course, is like infidelity, because we're all connected.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that is probably the.
Let me get in. Let me get in there right there, bro.
All right, go ahead.
Let me get in right there. Right there on that subject, we're talking about venting. That's what I'm trying to get in at.
Okay.
So on the venting part,
yes.
Okay. I'm here to vent. You should vent. You should be there to listen when I need to vent.
Right.
But the test and the trust factor is if I vent to you,
yes,
and I get back any kind of kickback from my wife,
right,
then you are no longer the option of me venting.
Right.
So I will try it out. But I'm one of them cats that it's a one-shot deal and that's it.
I agree.
I
agree.
Man, I ain't gonna do it no more. I know, because you're not gonna hear it no more.
I will never share on that level ever again.
You know what I'm saying?
Ever. I hear you.
Ever.
I hear you.
But yeah, go ahead, brother. Take it.
So like I said, the probably be the most challenging thing would be like the infidelity piece, I don't know why I always think about, you remember Jungle Fever, right?
Oh,
yeah, the part where, I think it was Wesley Snipes talked to Spike Lee, who was his best friend. Of course, the wives knew each other, and this fool shares with the wife, and the wife, of course, she can't hold it. It's like, and then she shares with his wife. And I always think about that, like if you shared it with me, I don't know if I would share with my wife, maybe. I don't know, because I don't know if I want to put it on her, because now this information she know, and we're coming together as a couple, and it's on her brain. But like if he was like, yo, man, I'm like, yo, you need to cut it off, end it, do what you got, like, be done. Or whoever it is, to get them out of your life. I don't care how important they're doing. I don't care what business deal you got going. You need to cut it. It's done. You messed it up. It's done. It's over. And because like I said, because not really trying to keep a secret from my wife, but just so she don't have to have that on there. I'm already gonna be burdened with knowing when we get together and pushing it down and not thinking about it. And hopefully a year passes, like quickly, so we don't have to be on my brain. But I think I think when it comes to friendships, a friend, like you said, like, so if you told me something, right, and I shared it in a way where it got back to your spouse, obviously now it's like, yeah, I see where AD's at. Like, I see. Would I still be considered a friend? That's the question. That's where I want to get to. Like,
yes,
we talked about different levels.
I think he would be. I think he would be considered still a friend.
Okay.
But now, I know what I can and cannot do with you. We can socialize, entertain, laugh, and joke, and this, that, and third. But when it comes to personal issues that I'm trying to share and get your opinion or your feedback or, get your advice, then I probably value your advice at that time.
Right.
But now that I'm on the fire because you can't hold a cup of water, that ain't gonna be able to. I ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna. Because the issue may have been something that wasn't major,
Okay.
but I just wanted outside opinion.
I got you.
But because of your actions,
Right.
now I still have that issue. But now I got an additional issue
Right.
that I would not have, you know.
Had I not shared with you. I got you.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm 100% on that. Like, but I don't know. Like, are we? I don't know. Like, and because I use the word friend, you know, like, are we really still friends? You know, especially because if you gotta tailor, to me, anybody I have to tailor my conversations to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much of a friendship we really have. You feel what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
could still be cool. I don't know. Like, at least
That's a
I
trust
can,
factor.
at least I can forgive you. And I'm like, all right, man. Like I told you something, and you just like, it's one of them things. Like, son, it's like it's hard to really hold that one because I had to share with Alicia because of whatever reason. Hey, good morning.
What up, sweetness?
I just like I wrestle with that because are we really friends if I can't share like almost everything with you? You know what I'm saying? Anything that's in the realm of sharing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't trust you, because you're right, that's it. Because my trust is dead. Like right now, like I'm hurt, and now I'm fighting with my wife because and sometimes it's like I said, and like I was saying earlier, like it's minor. Like I was just thinking about the landscaping business, and but you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad because that's something you can mention in public. And I was like, Dad, go on it. I didn't mention it. I might say listen, I haven't talked to my wife yet about this, but what do you think? So don't out me in public. I'm thinking about it before, because a lot of stuff I think about before I bring to her because I need a plan. Like this is this. I at least need some kind of blueprint for her to be like, okay, I can't just throw it at her because then she's like, what about this? What about this? What about that? So I always got have a plan for the most part when I freestyle with her. But outside of that, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, and especially if you give a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
don't share this.
Like, bro, man, this between me and you, man. I don't want you, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave this room. You know what I'm saying? Once when I'm talking to you in confidence, when you give that disclaimer, like you let them know, and it still come back some kind of way.
Right. Well,
I'm like, oh no. It's different if I didn't say nothing. Well, you didn't tell me I couldn't say nothing. No, you didn't tell me I couldn't talk to my wife.
Right.
You didn't tell me I couldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I told you, this stay right here.
in this space, in the screen.
Yeah, still go and run your mouth. That's something totally different. So yeah.
So everybody listening, let me know, like in the comments, right? If the trust is kind of damaged, because it's not, I won't say broken. Like Kaneem said, he will share something, but it's just damaged. It's like I'm now careful about what I share. And because Kaneem, like you're a talker, you like to talk, so I can imagine, like, the more comfortable you are, the more you would just share, without restriction, just because you're like, I can't share that story. And for me, like, I don't want that. Like, I want 100% of what Kaneem offers and what he got to share without, so if the trust is damaged, everyone listening, would you still consider that a friendship, or you just consider them a friend with an asterisk? He said Kaneem didn't know he was a talker.
Hey, I thought I was just being me.
Right. Yes, you are. Indeed.
I because my whole thing is like I can go in any room and not be noticed at all. You couldn't even notice now. But my whole thing is, if I walk in the room, I want to be noticed. I want you to know I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, That was the whole point of going to whatever you're going to.
So I got it. I want to come in.
Like, well, what? I ain't see you there. No, you heard me. I know you heard me. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy talking to folks because I get a little information every time I have a conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get a little nugget of knowledge every time from every conversation, whether it be good or bad.
Right.
It's a little nugget of knowledge that I get. So.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, so Alicia said, therefore, a talker. And I love that he's a talker. Indeed. Oh, and you know, I can only
stop commenting.
Go ahead, Alicia. You got it. He can't block you. I got it. I'm in control. Don't worry. But yeah, so it's like I said, everyone in common. Because for me, I don't know, like, I mean, you go from like the friendship to the associates. You know, like if I gotta be careful about what I say, you know, at least me and you just have it out, you know, about you sharing, and we move forward. Really? Don't do that, Sam. The girl, you have to live with them. Don't listen to Anthony. So, you know, like if you are, you know, in a friendship, because to me, like a friendship is about sharing. You know, the biggest thing we do. Once I find out you're a friend, I feel like I got something on my chest that's bothering me, burdening me. I should be able to share it. You hit me either with some advice or you just like, you listen. Sometimes I just need the sounder board that I can't say in the house. I just need to say it somewhere. Let's see. So Sam said, I don't know what I missed, but for friendship to work, both parties have to want to be in a relationship with one another. Indeed. Friendship is about connection. Yeah. And I think, like, you know, a full connection is a friendship. When you, like I said, you got to mince your words. And I can't talk about this around this joker, because that'd be mine. Like I can't, you know, because if it's mixed, if it's my associates and my friends, and I'm looking at my friends, I'm about to, nah, that joker's over there. I can't. Yeah. this dude right here, he like to share with everybody else.
You got to measure your comments and all that.
Right. Let's see. Sam says, the bigger problem is people don't know how to be connected healthily with other adults.
Sam, did you Google that word? Did you Google that? Oh, man. I need you to use that in another sentence.
Another sentence.
But yeah, I feel that too, man. I mean, because it's a connection that you have. Because some folks you just don't want to be around. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't got no connection. Some folks you just like, okay, we cool. Oh yeah, man. We be tripping. Every time we get together, we be tripping. It's just a natural, you know what I'm saying, chemistry. Like, okay, well, yeah, I can deal with them. You know what I'm saying? But some folks, oh man, don't ever, never ever put me in a room with that person.
All right, let's see. Let's get Sam. She said they have dysfunctional relationship with their families, one-sided relationships with the opposite sex, so they aren't good friends. Ooh.
I can feel that.
All right. Ephraim says, can people be connected if they define? Define friendship differently?
Yeah, I think so. Because some people say, "Oh, that's my best friend," and like, I'm not. I might be your best friend. You definitely
ain't
my best friend. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about that too. You're right.
I'm with you on that, Ephraim. I'm with you on that. They definitely can have be connected and have a definition of friendship.
Right.
That's different.
Sam said, no Google. I just made that a word. There we go.
Oh,
we do here on Brothers of Legacy. Good job, Sam.
I appreciate
word is healthily.
I appreciate that. Good call.
Said, yes, they can. They just have to open dialogue about what those definitions are. True. Right, Sean said, we cool. That's like the
feel you
most
on that
outside.
too,
That's oh man,
I feel
yeah,
you
we
on
cool.
that too, Sean.
That's when I like. That's the half forgive. Like, yeah, we cool. We ain't got no beef. Like,
Yeah,
he cool.
yeah.
I wouldn't share nothing with him. I wouldn't share water with him.
Yeah.
But we cool. We cool.
Yeah, we be at some of the same spots some of the time.
Right. Like, there's no beef. The connection is the friendship. However, the level of connection may be different. Yeah. But it's so funny, that best friend thing. Like, yeah, they're my best friend. You thinking like,
Really?
I mean, you good? Yeah, I ain't.
Really? I don't even know your mama name. How am I best friend? I don't even know your mama name. Like, really? Best friend. Okay.
I had a minister that used to say that, like, he call it, like, introduce the speaker or something, call him the best friend in the whole world, and I'm thinking like, I ain't never even seen this joker before.
I know, right? Just throwing that label anywhere, right?
Like, best friend, like, yeah. So, it said if we don't ever discuss our expectations of one another, how can we move forward together?
I don't know. I don't see. Well, let me say this on my part. As a dude,
go ahead, bro.
As a dude, women have different levels of friendship. I've noticed that over my little 48 years. But
I got you.
Men,
yeah.
Looking at that comment, discuss our expectations of each other. I don't know if I can do that. I ain't never done it. Let me say that. I'm not saying that somebody in this world is not doing it, but I've never done it.
That's the next purpose for favorite copy. She said that's the next discussion. Purpose for
really?
favorite discussion topic.
Really? That's our expectations. Oh no.
I mean, either
because that's
getting like deep, right.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Thank you.
Like,
hey, I gotta. Hey, Anthony, this is what I expect from our friendship.
Right. That just don't even sound right.
Hey, when you get up in the morning, at some point during the day, you need to send me a text. Now, when you get ready, we discussing our expectations. I don't understand.
I mean, all right.
Say, women have different, views of friendships.
So Sam says, right. That's why most men always say they have no friends. They could. I mean, we don't listen. I think it's like, I don't know. I mean, and listen, I probably said before, I could be wrong. It's just me, my thinking. But I think it's like a natural thing almost.
Yeah.
Like you first is the click, like, oh man, you just talking and chatting it up. Like, oh man, that dude is cool. And for me, especially now, of course, being married, like I talked to Kaneem somewhere and you want to chat more and you're hoping that the wives will connect too, because now it makes it easier to go to the crib or hang out, as opposed to she not liking the wife. It's harder for us to hang out, because it's just got to be me and him because the wives ain't clicking. It's like,
yeah, I talked to my wife about that. It was a while back, man. We was like, can I be friends with somebody and you and the wife are clashing? Can we hang out as a couple?
Right.
But you and the wife don't get along. Like, how can we do that if y'all won't even look at each other? Right. And me and him just, we tripping, blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. And y'all over there with the meme mug and y'all trying to hold a conversation my wife trying to hold a conversation with me.
Right.
And then she trying to hold a conversation with you, but dismissing your wife. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How that's going to work? It ain't gonna be able to work. It'll have to be like me and you have to be cool and be like, that's the only way we can do it. Because the wives ain't gonna get along.
Right. Let's see. Sam said, now y'all being trivial. That's where most of the screams and fallouts come, because we talk but don't talk all at the same time. I got you. I mean, listen, like I said, we working on our levels, like, we are emotionally bonding a lot more as men than I think we've had in the past. At least I've seen. I've never seen too many dudes share, unless they were like blood related or probably in a gang, almost get killed together, something, something that made them bond emotionally. But we tried. So, I mean, as far as expectations, I think I won't say it's probably like a non-verbal thing. Like when you hang out with somebody enough and you have a lot of conversations, you be thinking, oh man, this could be like a lifetime friendship. This could be like a lifetime connection. Like we really, either how we grew up or just conversations and sharing, like in your mind, like I've never shared. I know like one of the moments you're like, I ain't never shared this much with one dude ever in my life. Like just, but it builds a real friendship. But like I said, I think for us, just the trust thing, we share, but like, I think once a trust is broken, you kind of like, now you cool, you good, we cool, but I think I don't like, for me in my mind, especially now, like I said, I just kind of thought about it. I don't know how much of a real friendship we have. We have an associateship, like you got something going on. Yeah, I'll come hang out. But like a friendship, like, I don't know how much I would share. Let's see. Let me read some of these comments. They're scrolling. He said, how's that working out for you? Then you swear folks switched up on you the whole time. This is who yeah, indeed. I think, like you said, you learn. You kind of learn them as you go. I've connected with folks and you feel like, oh man, this could be a long time connection. But for me, I think it's just staying connected. Like, so if I move, how much, am I talking to Kaneem? Hey, Kaneem, how's everything going? How long are we talking? What kind of conversations are we having? Because some things are just maybe based on a mutual thing. Like I've worked several jobs, connected with guys, but as soon as I left, that was our common bond right there, was work. So nothing developed outside of that. Let's see. Ron said, if they don't get along, make it. Oh yeah, it makes it hard to tell your spouse what's going on because of conflict. Right. Like it's hard to share when you don't care.
Especially when your wife gonna be spitting on the whole time. Like, what? Yeah, y'all did what? And what she say? Oh, the wife looking for the gossip. She ain't looking for y'all to have no good time.
No good time.
Yeah, she ain't looking for y'all to have no good time. What a gossip at? What she do now? What they doing?
Right. This is good. Sam said I could be friends. Anthony can be friends, depending on the clash. If there's no disrespect involved, I can be cordial. Yeah. You want to be open.
My wife don't want to be there.
Without the he said you want to be open, but without the conflict. Conflict makes you want to shut down. Right. And as he said, but are those friendships? Yeah, like I said, I think if we can't like really like be able to share without holding back, and everybody's level of sharing is based on them. Like for me, I'm just coming into a place where I've been sharing more than I've ever have, in my life, especially as an adult. I'll say it that way. For the most part, like I've shared a little, and I was like, you can even like, I don't want it coming back. So I'm gonna share what either the wife already knows and what she already knows I've said and how I feel or whatever. But like that's always been a fear because it's happened. It's happened before. I don't know if it was friends or family, but it's happened. And you just like, I'm not sharing anything else. I'm gonna just have to internally process all of this. Let's see. Sam said, I'm cordial to other wives all the time. You never catch me out with them one-on-one. Oh, but when they're around, I'm good. Right. Indeed.
Yeah. I mean,
like I said,
I know how my wife is though. So my wife,
like,
she is the most sweetest and all that, and she ain't gonna be she ain't raising no boy. She ain't gonna talk slick to you. She ain't gonna do none of that. But what she will do is give you that cold shoulder And like, nah, such. I'm not going. Y'all have fun, but everybody gonna be there except me. Everybody gonna be there except me. She ain't gonna be there. Like literally, like, she'll encourage me to go, but
right. She ain't coming.
she ain't gonna lift a finger to go. Yeah. Nah, y'all go ahead, have fun, take pictures.
Like I said, I think it depends. And like Sam said, it's like if there was some level of disrespect without apology, if there was something, because that the first thing he said, such and such don't even like me, and I don't like her. Like, it won't be good, but for me, like, especially if it's more of a couple kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're couples, everyone just kind of hanging out, and it's not made as a couple, but most people that go on a couple, that probably wouldn't go. I'm like, I'm gonna just just stay home today. Just I used to be like that for real, but yeah, she said I used to like to be like that for real, but I've grown some. She said a little bit. Nah, she's grown a lot. If y'all knew, she's grown a lot. Because there are times that she already been done with certain situations, and she comes and was like, "Babe, I'm trying. I was like, I know, I see it. Like I don't even push it. Like, give one more shot. I'm like, I know you are way past what you used to be at. So don't put that tone on. But I love you, babe.
A lot. She don't want to hear that no more.
I want to hear a lot. No, like, listen, she's amazing. I'm gonna just say that she's amazing. But yeah, so like I said, the friendship thing is just, I don't know, like the sharing, to be able to discuss certain things. I don't know. You as guys, we walk around so many guys that fake it, like have the bravado. They kind of just, like everything's good, and or just, it's like if you're around a mixed group of guys that just want to show who got it together the most, in a sense. Like, we all got it. I got it together, and it's hard really being vulnerable sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like who gonna be the first one to show what's really going on in their life, like, because then a lot of, I don't know if you ever been in those kind of sessions, like somebody show like, oh, good times, I'm gonna show mine now, like everything ain't rosy over here, like,
right.
because sometimes you just need to share, like, it's life is falling apart right now. Let's see, this really our topic for the 30th, writing it down. Be prepared, Kadeem, Sean, and in the comments, and Ephraim, if you're coming. Yeah, we can dig into this, but go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, she talking about be prepared. I'm like, look like we might be on the defensive soon. We walk through the door.
But yeah, like, I think, for me, as an adult, especially, just friendships is about connections. He said, who is transparent?
Hey, to a certain extent, Sean. To a certain extent, but you're right. Ain't nobody transparent all the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't, because my mama wasn't transparent. It ain't too many folks in my life that's transparent other than my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm transparent with her, because what happens or affects me affects her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
100%.
I'm transparent to all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but once it go outside of that, I ain't even transparent with my kids all the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's you don't want, you try to, well, at least me.
Right. No, I get it.
I try to shelter the kids from certain things. You know what I'm saying? But
so okay, I think we're breaking up.
They just Oh, I might be. I saw my screen blanked out for a second. So yeah.
I heard it depends. It depends. It just depends.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just, well, I ain't gonna say common sense, but sometimes too much information, it ain't transparency. It's just stupidity. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make an announcement that me and the wife gonna go do the grown up. You know what I'm saying, to my kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
a lot. That's a lot.
You feel what I'm saying? There's certain things you just ain't gonna. So yeah, to a certain extent.
Would you share with others if you were struggling with the grown up?
Yeah, to a certain extent, I would.
Okay.
To a certain extent, I would.
I got you.
So it may be something information that they have or advice that they have that could help me out of a situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, to a certain point, I would.
Right. He said, "Don't go to bed and don't get back up." Let's see. Since I'm pretty transparent, folks, you get what you see, but there are personal parts of my past and present. Indeed.
Yeah.
And you said, and Sam said, I think we need to define these words. Which words, Sam, just throw it out there, I guess, friendship, or which words you may be discussing. And like you said, like the whole transparent part, yeah, I mean, transparent to a point. Oh, friendship. You know what? I was going to define it when I started, but we'll get that before we get out. But yeah, I think the transparent part, you know, like you are with your wife, transparent with others, and I think a lot of things, if we really get clear on what we're going through, and like you said, share with others, you might get some good solutions, you know, to fixing some problems. But you know, like I said, to me, it's hard to call it a friendship if I can't share up to the level that I share. I'll say it that way. Like, you know, whatever level of sharing that I'm at. Because, you know, it took me a while to get to certain spaces, you know, even I've shared about financial stuff to guys and, you know, where I'm at and things of that nature. When you get to that, if I can't share all, if I have to mince my words outside just somebody being new, like they seem cool, but they're new. Like outside of that, I don't know, like if I can call them a friend like that. So that goes back to definition. So let me look up friendship real quick. Let's do that real fast. So listen, real quick while I'm typing in. Make sure you guys share. Sharing is caring. I appreciate you guys for being here. We're gonna be getting out of here in a minute, but we're gonna get some definitions going. Okay, so friendship in the noun form, the emotions or conduct of friends, the state of being friends, a state of mutual trust and support. It says between allied nations. But let's look up friend. Let's see if friend comes up. If it's different.
That was a good one though. That was a good one.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. A person whom one knows and with whom has a bond of mutual affection, typical, exclusive sexual friendly family relations. She's a friend of mine. Informal, to list the context associated with the social networking website. But that's pretty much that mutual connection. I think that mutual connection means agreed upon. How can we agree if we never talk? But
we are talking. That's the whole point. It's a natural conversation. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not an itemized list of what topics we got to cover to be a friend. It's just a natural conversation that y'all. If we have certain things in common, right. or if our disagreements are fun and educational at the same time, like I never thought about that like that. I don't really feel that way, But I
Right.
see where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just, yeah. But Sam wanted to get deep. Okay. All right.
Hey, will you be my best friend?
Now this is my expectations. Now,
Right.
if we gonna be best friends, we gotta hang out once a week. Once a week, we gotta have
Okay.
in-person meeting.
Okay.
Once a week.
They said, Sean said, they say he just a friend.
I appreciate you for bringing up the seriousness on that, Sean.
Indeed. It said too many assumptions, or you thinking the other person the same way you feel about them, they feel about you, right?
Trivialize.
I know. Say I don't know. Like I don't like. I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know how to really, because I understand, Sam. I understand exactly what you're saying. We said
once a week, no excuses.
No excuses.
I don't care you have a flat tire. What they got to do with me? So what you got stuck in traffic? What they got to do with me?
Sam, I'm not sure. I mean, because I understand what you're saying. It's just this level, man. I don't like. Is that much? Number one. Y'all may not get that. Y'all let that sit in for a minute. Oh Lord, not the good morning text.
No, I do that for female. Well, I don't even date no more. I call my wife, but when I was dating, that's what I would do to a female. Good morning. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the first thing on your mind. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that to a dude. I'm not gonna do it. What up, bro? What up, bro? Yeah.
What up? Right.
Stop texting me.
All day long. Okay. But no, I'm saying I get it. I get what you're saying though. I mean, I do. I think it's hard to think about how to shape that kind of conversation. Like other than business, like we've been working together for a minute. I'm gonna make you partner. Like that's business. Like we can share in this. Like you've been doing. I don't want to continue to just pay you a fee. I want you to be a part of. That's business. When it comes to like friendship, I don't know. Like I'm not trying to clown. I don't know how to take it to the next level as far as formally. Like, is there formally taking it? There's just, this is listen, and I'm serious though. Like I'm not trying to clown it, and you're giving me thought.
I'm dead serious too.
Yeah.
The way that y'all have it structured. Don't get me wrong. We talk in between events, and I mean, like today, we're doing these podcasts. Yeah. That's a form of depositing into the friendship bank. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what that is.
Right.
So it's just the more interactions, the more experiences with all the fellas, Sean, Marcus, Ephraim, Brian. The more opportunities we have to hang out and chill and conversate and stuff like that's putting deposits in the friendship bank. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna have different levels.
Right. And that's big because like there are things that happen and like, you can even like, yo, I got you, or I come through, and you're like, you coming through? Did you just went from like 10 cents, that's a whole $1 right there. You just put in, like, I'm just saying, like, oh, you my man, like I'm just in my mind, I'm like, yo, this dude, so it's like an action for us. I think it's just certain things, it just takes it to the next level. It's not like if Kadeem was like, yeah, I gotta move out quickly today. He just telling us like, yeah, so I may not be on tomorrow. And I'm like, and for me, I'm like, when you trying to make this happen now, it's like, all right, I'll be there in a second. I'll be or like hour. Give me an hour, I'll be there. but you need me to bring something. You got everything you need to take. I got a lot of tape, you know. And I roll up. It's like I just moved up a notch. Like, oh, it's my dude. Like he on a whim just came through.
It's those actions for us now. For women, it may be the conversation, it may be the words, it may be the intent, it may be all that. But for me, it's more of actions. I mean, let me say this: walk it like you talk it, play it like you say it. You know what I'm saying? Don't say you're gonna do something and then you can't follow through. So that's a big. You know what I'm saying? Big thing with me, because my whole thing is you said, man, I can't make it. You can't make it. You let me know you can't make it, but you can't make it, and you still show up. Like, well, I wanted to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I had to move some stuff around.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. Well, I sure appreciate your efforts, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think it is action, man, because it's like, if like we had to come, you moving. I'm like, I'll be there in an hour. It's like 4 hours later, you call, I ain't picking up. Like, you take, listen, my notch is there now. It's like, you down there, brother. you should just not say nothing. You're right. We stopped talking to one another. Right. Oh, Sam said, so I wanted to read this. This is the problem with our communities. In times past, folks would show up to your door, right, and tell you what the community offers and expect if you were going to live there. In return, our communities and family were connected and took care of one another. That's deep.
That's true. In my grandparents' community, let me say that. Right. My mama moved around. Well, I said my mama moved around. I was right there with her. We moved around.
She did all that.
We moved around a lot, but my grandparents were stationary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody on that in that neighborhood, on that block, they was a community. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yeah.
Granddad would go down the street helping folks fix their house. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody on the street was going to the same church, like the whole street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a community, and they did have and we had block parties. I ain't seen a block party in so long. It's like to get all the neighbors to come together and just socialize on your block. When they stopped doing that, I can't even remember what year they stopped doing that. So
block parties, wow. So Sean said, level of understanding is mutual, and the bond has built over time. Is trust there? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Trust develops. Right? Can I trust you to water my plants at my house and give you a key?
That's trust right there. That's trust, and sometimes you just have to have a leap of faith that your gut telling you I can trust.
That's good.
That's good. I feel like I could trust Anthony to go and water my plants and get a key and not get a key made and just keep that key and just keep that one key. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I give him a code to my security system, he ain't gonna have a. You know what I'm saying? Like, it work out that way sometimes.
He said there's a difference between connection and friendship. All friendships are connections, but all connections are not friendships. Right.
That's true. That's true.
Right. So Anthony neighbors they had a spare key to the house forever. Probably still have that old key too, right? Probably.
Yeah. But that's another trust factor. You know what I'm saying? Like in my neighborhood, I very rarely speak to my neighbors. I wave at them, but actually I have stopped, go in the middle of the street or go across the street and have a little 5-10 minute conversation and ask them about their life. Well, I ain't done that.
Oh, yeah. You said
but let me say this, vice versa. They ain't done that either. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't come over here either. Like, so it's not just me.
It's both ways.
Listen, we appreciate you guys, Rock. This has been a great conversation. Again, continue to share, continue to pray for Pastor. While he recovers and heals. He's right. He's right. We stopped talking. Right. We have. I talked to my neighbor a little bit there. I got a new neighbor across the street. and she doesn't really. She talked to me once because she saw the Lyft thing in my car and was asking me about getting a ride. But outside of that, she's not said nada, not one word. So
just a wave. Hey,
no, we want to get the wave. Nothing.
No, even wave.
Straight to the car.
I do wave at my neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, and I got my man next door. Yeah.
I've been here 10 years. Might as well. I saw your kids when they was in elementary. Yeah.
Right. Wow, them kids is big now.
No, hey, the kids got kids now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. All right, guys. So make sure you share. Continue to pray for Pastor. Continue to pray for us as we press along and grow our community. And speaking of which, make sure you join our Discord community. Click the link in the bio. Well, bio, comments, whatever they call it up there on Facebook, down there on YouTube. All right. So we appreciate you guys. Look forward to seeing you same time, same channel. Know that we love you. God loves you more. Continue to stay safe and do the right thing. Nope. And I said all that. All right. Peace out.